Glow Boy in Love, Georgie Lugh's quiet devotion. In the shimmering chaos of glitch space, where time bent and reality twisted like ribbons in the wind, Georgie Lugh often found himself watching, not out of malice or intent, but out of quiet fascination. He was a gentle soul in a realm that rarely allowed for softness, and his heart was hopelessly tethered to the enigmatic whirlwind that was Bad Bella. Bella moved through glitch space with an uncontainable energy, her every step leaving trails of static sparks in her wake. Her fur rippled with glitchy distortions, and her sharp eyes carried the weight of 1,000 untold stories. She was chaos incarnate, a feline force of nature, and Georgie adored her for it. Though she pretended not to notice him most of the time, Georgie knew Bella was more than her wild streak. He saw the glimpses of vulnerability beneath her bravado, the way her glitches pulsed softer when she thought no one was watching. And Georgie always watched. He sat on the edge of a floating fragment of code, his soft golden glow a stark contrast to the jagged, vibrant world around him. His hands fidgeted with a small broken gear he'd found during his wanderings, a tiny distraction for his trembling nerves. Today felt different. Today he wanted to say something. Anything. But how do you approach a star burning so brightly without fear of being consumed? As if on cue, Bella appeared, leaping gracefully onto a nearby platform of flickering pixels. Her tail swished, creating a ripple of static that tickled the air. She was chasing something unseen, likely one of her glitchy impulses, but for a fleeting moment, her gaze caught his. Georgie froze. Bella's sharp eyes narrowed, then softened ever so slightly. "What are you doing, Glow Boy?" she called, her voice teasing but not unkind. Georgie's mouth opened, then closed again. Words. Where were his words? They seemed to tumble into a void, leaving him scrambling for anything coherent. You looked like you were having fun," he stammered, his voice barely audible above the hum of glitch space. Bella tilted her head, a crooked grin forming on her face. She padded closer, her glitches sparking rhythmically with her steps. "Having fun? Ha! That's one way to put it." She stopped a few paces away from him, her gaze appraising. "And what about you, Georgie? You ever do anything fun?" Her saying his name nearly made his heart burst. He looked down at the gear in his hands, twisting it nervously. "I think watching you might be the most fun I've had in a while," he said softly, his cheeks glowing with a faint blush. Bella's ears twitched, and for a moment she seemed caught off guard. Then she laughed, a sound that sent waves of static dancing around her. "You're a strange one, Glow Boy, but I guess I've had worse fans." Georgie chuckled nervously, feeling both flustered and strangely exhilarated. I'm not a fan. But not like..." He sighed, dropping the gear and rubbing the back of his neck. "Never mind, I'm not very good at this." Bella's grin softened into something more genuine. She sat down, her tail curling neatly around her paws. "You're fine, Georgie. A little awkward, but fine." Her eyes gleamed with a mischievous light. "Just don't start writing me love songs or something, okay? I'm not that kind of cat." Georgie smiled, feeling a warmth bloom in his chest. "No love songs, got it." He hesitated, then added, "But maybe I could fix something for you? If you ever need it. I'm good at fixing things." Bella's gaze lingered on him for a moment, and he thought he saw a flicker of something tender beneath her usual bravado. She stood and stretched, her glitches sparking softly. "I'll keep that in mind, Glowboy." With a flick of her tail, she turned and bounded away, disappearing into the vibrant chaos of glitch space. Georgie watched her go, his heart pounding but his spirit light. Maybe he was just a Glowboy, quiet and soft in a world of noise and chaos. But for a moment, he'd been noticed by the brightest star in the universe, and that was enough. Thank you for tuning in to this tale from Mr. B. E. Gladwrap's Lapis Lazuli Life. May your own journey be guided by thoughtful decisions, a dash of whimsy, and the assurance that even in chaos, there's always room for hope and understanding. Stay curious, stay adventurous, and as our good friends in Glitch Space like to say, donut panic, because you never know when a simple nudge can lead to the next grand adventure. Tales from Mr. B. E. Gladwrap is created and narrated by me, Bonnie Pope, with audio mixing by Chris Pope. Don't miss a thing. Subscribe now. If you're enjoying the show, you can support us by leaving a review, making a donation, or grabbing something cool from the Lapis Lazuli Life Threadless shop.